Thank you for accepting to participate in this interview. I'm Tumukunda Ned, agronomist for Western Region, working with ETG. Our headquarters in Namamve, having branches all over the country. I want to remind you that this interview will be recorded, and this audio will help us to do market research about farming in Uganda. We shall not discuss only about ETG, but generally about farming, any farmers and also agro dealers. Also, there are so many companies. There are so many companies, there are so many people who deal in agricultural products, agricultural inputs. So it will be covering all components of agriculture. We shall use this interview, we shall be using your responses, and it will not be used for any external issues. We cannot share your views with other companies. It will be for internal purposes only. Please, could you introduce yourself? My name is Seluyange. I'm a farmer for coffee and maize. My farm is in Bukombe district, in the village called Bigasa, and that is where I stay all my days of my life. You farm in Bukombe? So you operate on how many acres? How many acres do you use for your farming work? I use 7 acres, and I use 3 acres for maize. So can you explain to me your experience in purchasing farm inputs like fertilizers, weed killers, herbicides, to decide what you want to buy and what is the best product to use? This time I buy chemicals for my coffee and maize. There is an association in Bukombe called Viganda. I found one agro farmer. When I inquired from this agro farmer, he is called Ben. I have been learning from him about farming. He has been guiding me what to use. He has been guiding me according to the need of my plants, according to the needs of my plants, or the demand of my plants. How many years have you spent in farming? I was born in farming. My father was a farmer. Up to this year, I've been growing up farming. Before meeting Mr. Ben, the ETG agro farmer, who was advising you on issues of what to use or what to buy in farm supplements. In the previous years, we just bought what we found. We had no person to guide us on what to use. We just bought whatever is available, whether good or bad. We just until we got someone who gave us advice on what to buy. In the first products, they had to think for us. How was your relationship with the ETG farmer? My relationship with him, the farmer of ETG, it has not been bad. We have been moving together. When we need him, you may not meet him immediately in emergency, but he can create time for you to meet. Also, he can guide you through the phone on what to do. Sometimes it makes time even to come to your field to check. If it is not big, you can conclude the matters on the phone through phone discussions. Have you ever bought any new product on the market? Currently, everything which is on the market is regarded as new in our eyes, because previously I could not see any of that product. Where do you get the confidence to buy these new products? And what confidence do you have that if you buy it, you'll use it properly? And if it fails, if you fail to know the instructions, who do you inquire from? Who do you ask? The way the person reaches you, the way they explain to you about the product which you are going to use. They may not give you the clear picture, but sometimes the way the person explains to you this product, trying to elaborate the benefits. So this gives you confidence. In case you have the problem with with the product, there is this agro farmer. So in the presence of the agro farmer, in case you have issues, you are able to refer to him or her. Also, because there's a timeline for applying and also to wait for it to work, any product which you purchase. So, and also you have that confidence that this agro farmer will always visit us, which is better than the product which you just buy from the shop. Then you cannot see any person to guide you later afterwards, or person to follow you up. In Uganda, there are two seasons. You have season A and season B. How do you buy your products? Do you wake up and start buying because you can wake up and start say I want to buy because the season is starting? I buy at once, or how do you do it? According to the financial situation in Uganda, it is not bad or good because you have two seasons A and B. You find that those seasons are different and the preparations are too different too. Two seasons, there are two seasons. One is rain season, another one is less of rain. At times when the season has less rain, in the situation when there's less rain, this season may come when you don't have a lot of money, or it may not be enough. Because of this relationship with these people, if you explain to them the problem, if you explain to them what you need, maybe you want to plant maize and you need 30 kilograms. If they know you and you have a good relationship with them, there's a way he can supply to you when you get the money, even though you have the produce in the garden. Like if you have coffee which is not yet dry, and you explain to him that within 1 week it would be dry, and then I would refund the money. These people, they give you the products, the inputs, and then you refund later, and you're able also to plant and also prepare for the season. These days, how do you decide what to buy and where to buy? Most times we move with ETG farmer. He knows us, he knows how we operate our gardens. They guide us how to use our garden, how to utilize our garden. So always they guide us on what to buy. Sometimes they even tell you, they guide you on which shop to buy, because usually they know the shops which have their supply. So I decide what to buy according to the agro farmer, what he decides. I cannot follow my thinking, nor the thinking of my fellow farmer. When you obtain these agro farmers, when you utilize their knowledge, our harvest is really big, more than the time when we used our thinking. As per now, we need a person who is very technical and can advise us to receive the best benefits of our season. What is your comment about the farmers who despise the words of the agro farmers? You find them that they want to think more, and also they want to follow their own ideas. If you mix two chemicals together, it is wrong. Sometimes you advise them. Sometimes they argue, we have done this for a lot of time. What you are saying is in the books, but we are the people who are on the ground. We are better in practical science than you. How do you advise those people? A person who argues against an agro farmer is not a farmer. He's doing it in the wrong way. Is a big mistake he's doing. Everything needs a profession apart from the books. Technical means this person has expertise, and he provides the best thing. It's better if you receive the expert in the field. We should accept someone to guide us. I see it in two perspectives. When we guided ourselves, what did we really reap? There is nothing which we reaped. When we are Previously, when we could sow, we could receive less output, but when we received these agro farmers, really the output has multiplied. Really, they have added a lot of value, even in our value in our family and also in our pockets. Even we have gone beyond the expectations of a harvest because we have received the best people to guide us. What is your say on the people who argue that I don't like new products because I've never used it? They want to stay on the old products. They fear that new products, they don't work. They are not effective. And there's some they argue that the new products, this is our best, that this is the way to go. They think that the new product is not yet duplicated or made fake. But the old products, it is easy to make fake. What do you have to say about that? If I am to take anything, what to buy, anything which is new on the market is good to take because they have added the value on the new product more than the old product, because everyone looks for the money. So if you bring a new product with poor value, nobody can buy it. The new product has a new value to the market because the old product has also its weaknesses. They have noticed these weaknesses, so it needs some improvements to move with the new developments. If you are buying your things, your items or farm supplies, there are so many farm supplements, pangers, taplings. There are so many chemicals you need to buy. How do you categorize them when you're going to buy? Do you categorize them according to the money or according to the need? Or how do you categorize them? I just buy according to the need or the demand. If there is a need for fertilizers, I just buy those fertilizers. If there is a need for seeds, I cannot buy fertilizers. So I first buy with the item which is being demanded, then I can move to the next level. Not saying yet I need fertilizers and I buy hose instead of buying maize and then mixing it, just buying tarpaulins. I buy according to the necessity or the need of the time. You do farming of coffee and maize. Do you have your own seeds? Where do you buy them? Where do you get them? As I told you, for me, I cannot buy for myself. Our grandfathers, they could just graft and they could plant. They could plant the same coffee, yet the output was low. But that is not my way. If I'm to plant coffee, I go to those professionals who can make coffee. I get the seeds of coffee. They give me the best variety which can grow within 1 year. These are the people we buy from the coffee products, because they are certified and they are trained to grow coffee. It's the same when I'm to buy coffee. There's two kinds of maize, which needs a lot of rain and which needs less rain. So if it is the maize which needs less rain, so at that time I need to inquire from the expert which maize should I buy from. So usually they explain and you feel satisfied about the explanation. Is there any bad experience which you received when you bought any of the farm's supplements, the fertilizers or other farm supplements, or the herbicides or the chemicals? It was buying. I had applied one time one chemical to the plants, and then there were no rains. So that is a different story. That is it. Those are times of losses. But the problem is weather condition. From the beginning up to the end, usually the weather affects the farmer. If the weather condition is better, really farming needs good weather. But what affects us is again a good weather. There are some things which we can do to avoid blaming the weather, so that we can reap better harvests. Yes, we can have. Also, we can use water pumps so that we can spray our garden when there is no rain. If we have these pumps, there would be no loss. If we can get them, it can help the farmer. If we have the pumps, these plants can grow well. Even though it is maize, it can grow better. Sometimes even they don't have any water source. It remains a burden. Some farmers they say that they have failed to. They are saying these farm supplements like fertilizers, the weed killers, they reduce the fertility of the soil. Do you support a farmer who is using nothing of the chemicals while they do farming similarly to our grandfathers? And how do you advise these people, because they have fear? What is your experience with these people? with these products. Me as a person who farms on 3 acres and 7 acres of coffee, if I follow the ways of our fathers, it may fail because they were using hose. It means in all means, it means I need to use the chemicals to fasten the work, also to harvest faster. If I use the hoe, I may finish when the season is done. So a person using the available tools is better than the old ways. So what advice? So they have to use the modern ways of farming. That is my advice. The people who use these chemicals, the person who is spraying using weed killers is better than the person who uses hands for removing the weeds or using a hoe. What this is, how do you make your choice on what to buy to use in your garden? The 3 reasons what determine your decision when purchasing farm supplements. My first reason is, what do I need at that time? What does the agro farmer say? That is the second. How does the expert say? The third reason, checking on the variety. How does the product work? If you just buy, you may find that you buy wrong product. If you are advised by the farmer, agro farmer, it means you will waste no time because you'll be using the best product, and you spend less time and use the right time, because everything is about time these days. So if these are the determinants, should we less regard the prices or the branding? Should we less regard the branding or reputation, the reputation of the company? Should we less regard the availability? Are there not reasons also to think about? We think about these problems, but the price determines what a person will buy. Apart from the quantity, also there's quality of the product. If they say product is rated at 50,000 or 20,000, if they say liter is at 50,000 and another one is 20,000, if you buy a 20 liter product, it may fail to do the weed killing. So it may do its job, but you may find it is not so much effective. It means your work won't be very beautiful. I'd recommend, if you have money, you buy the best, at least a bit expensive. If you buy something at a cheaper price, also the product quality is cheap. If you want to move in this generation, to move with development, We should move with the situation which is in Uganda. According to you, do you think the price really affects the quality of the product? Even in real life, a person who goes to a cheap hospital and the person who goes to expensive hospital, all people will get better, but not on the same day. A person who goes to a normal hospital, he may spend 2 weeks. But if you go to a hospital which is better and also developed, you say within 4 or 5 days you are done, you are healed. If you see the companies in Uganda, which are many, is there any company which you prefer most? There are so many companies like ETG, Nsanja, Osho. Which one do you prefer most? All of the time, these companies have been present. All companies were present. I usually use ETG NTG products. It has been very easy for me to do my operations using ETG products. So as per now, ETG is in my heart. Why do you prefer ETG? Why do you prefer ETG products? I have not received any disappointment. Their seeds are perfect. Even the fertilizers are okay. Even chemicals, they are better. There is no disappointment. Is there any other reason why you like ETG more than other companies? ETG as per now is different. It's the only company which sends an agro farmer and informs you of what to do. Sends an agro farmer to the lowest farmer to guide the farmer, the local farmer. Other companies, we have not yet received any agro farmer to guide us. And also this builds our confidence in this company ETG. I've ever bought a product because of its branding, the way it is packaged, or fertilizer, or the pumps, without understanding what is packaged inside. But when you look it on top, you just said, I'm buying this. Usually what is on top, it defines what is inside. If a person packages well the product, it pushes us to buy it. As per now, the packaging of ATG is different from other companies. Their products, they are organized. It is easy even to refer another farmer to buy the same product. It is easy to refer or recommend the product to another farmer because it is easily identifiable. Do you think packaging or branding is really important towards the farmer? Really, branding and packaging is really important because if the products are leaking, it cannot make any sense. So it means good packaging. I can take the product and can reach the farm. So if the package is leaking, it will not reach even the farm because it will stay on the way. How do you manage your orders during the peak season? Yet you need these farm inputs immediately, or you want them as in your emergency time. You need them to quick orders, express order. Yet you are in peak season. How do you handle such situation? You need the products immediately or at express. Usually the people who we work with or the farmers, usually they understand us. They know where they get the products. If you contact these agro farmers, they can guide us because we are together with this agro farmer. This agro farmer is able to fill that gap. And do you have any problem accessing the best products within the right time? Do you find it difficult in case of shortages? Usually it happens. Sometimes you need a product. Sometimes they inform you that the products are out of stock. But sometimes when you move with an expert, he knows a lot. He can guide you even when the products are out of stock. He even can recommend another product which can work like the original product. So that you don't miss out any step in the season. For me, it is not easy to decide, but for him, he's knowledgeable about which product is better. So that's why we work with these experts. If you need urgent products, if you know the season is critical, so how much time do you give that person who delivers your products? How much time do you give him to fulfill your order? Usually move by time. If the order is delayed, the delay must be 5 days, not more than 1 week. If it is 1 week, it is even too much time. The person should not go beyond 5 days. Also, this gives you more chance to operate at a profit. Do you have problem accessing the right product in the right quantity? I think that question is answered already. Have you ever called one shop to get some product and you find that the product is out of stock? So what is your last resort then, and what is your way forward? If something is not available, the expert will inform you what to use. He'll give you other alternative without diverting from the goal. Do you find it difficult to change the products, or you don't have no challenges? Yes, really, it gives me difficulty because I expect something. If I don't get it, so because my heart is much attached to the other product more than the new product. So if you buy a new product, you have a doubtful heart. But if you receive the product which you came for, your heart is okay. How do you handle the logistics of the farm supplements which you buy for your farm? Many times we are near the sellers. Sometimes the agro farmers, they deliver them to the field. Sometimes if you don't go to the if you don't go to the shop to pick them by yourself, the agro farmer will bring them to your farm. How long will it take? How long will it take to transport the items or the supplements from the shop up to your farming area? It is 3 kilometers. It is not a long distance up to my garden. Yes, so it just few minutes. In case a product is out of stock and the agro farmer is unavailable, and if you find the product is in a far place, how far are you willing to travel to pick these items or products? Usually I have problem with that. To pick it from a distant place, it needs time, then the cost increase. But if you're confident about the product, there is no alternative. You have to pick, but the costs have increased. The cost of production increases. It's better if these means of production are near to the farm compared to our incomes. Your farm supplements, how do you pay for them? Is it okay to order things without cash at hand? Most of the time, at the end of the season, they guide me on what to use. Either I deposit the money after harvest for the last season so that I can prepare for the next season. Sometimes the money is on the phone, so sometimes I pay using mobile money. Have you ever received a credit credit products on credit? Have you ever received any product on credit? And what was your experience? How was it? How was it working? Sometimes you receive products on credit because sometimes you need them, and at that time there is no much income which you have on your side. So we go to those people who we work with. They can give us this credit. We give them time. Also, they give us time to repay. We promise them to repay them according to the specified time. What conditions do they give you to take things on credit or products on credit? Most of the time it depends on trust. People, they can give you on trust, but if they don't trust you, sometimes you have to leave some security bonds, or you have to leave something behind so that they can give you also in exchange of the credit. If someone accepts to give you products on credit, which payment would be better? Would you like to pay after harvest, or you want to pay in installments? That can depend on the status of the farmer, because I speak as a farmer. A farmer can never get a band of money to pay the agro dealer, but whatever they get, they can pay. That is the way forward for a farmer. They cannot get money in big bundles, so it's better when they can pay in installments within the shortest time. If you need products to start a new season, how do you deal with it? Yet you have not sold what you planted for the last season. In such a scenario, you explain to them, they give you credit facility, and then after sale of the harvest, you can repay back. On the other side, why would you like to farm? Why would you like to farm another product? Why would like to farm a new product, yet you have not received any market for the previous products? Sometimes the season, when the prices are low, because so many people still have the products in their stores. But if you wait a bit, the prices have to increase, so you have to wait instead of buying at low, instead of selling a product at low price. So it's better to sell when the price has increased. So a person who waits and gets a better price is better. Don't care about the things in the store, because anytime you can sell, because the market will improve. It gives us power to farm, to do farming for the next season. If the products are so many in the farmers, the prices are low. But if these products reduce, the prices also increase. If there is no need, you don't need to just sell off your products. Do you pay insurance for your products? So I've never heard about paying insurance for a farmer. You don't want to pay because you don't know it is there, or you just don't like it. What we call agriculture insurance. We have never had any training about agriculture insurance, how it can help us, and how it can be used. We have no idea about it. If I know it, if I know how I can benefit from this insurance, maybe I can partake in its initiatives. Do you think if the the insurance for agriculture is established, do you think it is beneficial to the farmers, or do you think it is just waste of time, or it is just waste of money? There is no bad insurance. Always insurance is good. It guarantees to those people who are using it. But the information regarding it, we don't know about it. What you farm and what you sell. Do you farm to sell? Do you have any platform where you sell? Do you have any platform to do the selling your products, or to train what you farm? There are farmers who don't know much about platform, and some even to find the smartphone. It is very difficult among farmers. They don't know even how to use it. As a person, as a person, as a farmer, Tony, do you have any? Do you have any platform? Yes, I have a platform which I use for research, for on the products which I am going to use. But any platform for social media I don't have. But I can use my phone to research about the products which I have received. If these companies establish these platforms, do you think they are helpful? Do you think our farmers can they participate in case these apps are established to make orders, or to make training, or to advertise? Do you think it will be easily adoptable, and is it beneficial? depending on its benefits, it would be good. Even farmer associations in the same community, their products usually have a market more than a person selling individually. The association of farmers and their union market, it really adds up their value, their quality and value as farmers. How would you feel if you make orders through ordering platforms than going to the shop to buy? Which one do you feel like it will be better? If you are on social media, you receive varieties, or if you are on the platform. So you have to just decide which is better, depending on the knowledge of the expert. If you have only one item and the other person has 5 items, the other person has a lot of a variety, more than a person who has one variety. So it would be better for people to use apps more than going to the shop. As you buy your items using your smartphone, do you call direct? Do you send message? Do you use a platform to order? I usually call direct, and calling direct is better. Well, how could you trust social media or this platform for ordering farm supplements? What confidence do you have to buy from them, yet their prices sometimes they are high? Those people selling at different platforms, they put their locations, and when you buy, sometimes you pay when it reaches your location, and then you pay. But because these platforms, they usually make delivery, they have to make delivery. When they deliver, that is when you pay. So it means you receive the product in time without wasting time to go to deliver or looking for the product. So this saves time, which could be productive. So have you ever bought any product and you find it is low of quality or counterfeit or fake? So if you have ever experienced, how did you manage? In the beginning we received the products, but the one who was suffering most was the farmer, because if it was of low quality you could lose everything. But when you obtain these agro farmers, they provide the best products. So the old way of losing by counterfeit is all gone. So we have people who we are confident, we have our confidence in. Have you ever bought a product which is low quality and maybe sometimes expired, or it never worked as expected, and you end up losing? Yes, I've ever received it, and you find yourself you are losing because you cannot return the product to the shop. But now, as we have these agro farmers, they reach even up to the farm or the field. If everything fails, they are able to witness that you applied but it failed. But long time ago you had to buy. If it works, it works, but if it fails, you have to blame. It's your own risk. So this one has really helped us than in the beginning. Apart from agro farmer, from ETG, where do you get other knowledge about what to plant, what to buy, what to order to apply in your farm? Many times we have this relationship with other farmers. We know them by names, and we say this one does coffee, this one is doing maize. So we inquire from them what are they using and how have they overcome. Sometimes we inquire also again, also inform them what we have received on the ground, and then inform them of the other people's success stories. We tell the agro farmers about other people's success stories and inquire if we can use the same product, and then they can guide yes or no. As people are entering this zone, some are just finishing it, some are just entering it, some have just started it. What fear do you have? What season do you have about arising from the upcoming season? What worries or fear do you have for the next season? We entered this season, but it seems as if we entered this season, the way we entered this season is the way we shall come out of it. Because the rains failed to show up. It means the next season, everyone who enters the next season, they will enter it with debts, because this season has failed. So next season, in every aspect, we are just entering two losses or debts, because we have concluded that this season has failed. If you meet the agro farmer, an expert, what question would you ask them? I would ask, how can we end the situation of losing to the weather condition, changing weather conditions, unreliable weather conditions? Because if the weather is good, the money will come. But as per now, the weather condition is not really working out. Because if you have money, you can purchase every farm supplement that you need. But the weather conditions, it reduces the work in every angle. Apart from what we do as EDG, and also what other companies do, what service would you like to add? What product would you supplement so that it would also advance your farming? As a farmer, it would be keeping quality. The companies should keep quality. If the quality is okay, the farmer just progresses forward. Also, I would request to do more market research so that we can get more markets for our harvests. As a farmer from Bukoma Simbi, I don't know any affairs from the town. We need some news from the town about the prices. Oh, there are some companies which export some products to other countries. We need them to do more market research so that we can sell off the products. Thank you for your time and allowing us to interview you. God bless you in whatever you do, because you have allowed us to listen what you you have accepted to allow us to listen what you pass through, your challenges. Many times we sit here, we come to you, you listen to what we explain to you. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to listen from you, your ideas, your suggestions. We have a motto which says, if the farmer develops, also as the company will develop. As the farmer grows, also we grow. Our focus as EDG, we focus on the last person. So I thank you. Your voice will help us to improve. Also, we have what we can change, what we have never implemented. Thank you. Do you have any last word or guidance? Anything in your heart? Thank you, EDJ, for providing your services to the lowest farmer. What they are holding now, we should keep on holding and also add more power. We request also they should maintain the quality. They should maintain the quality. The products are good. We have obtained as farmers. The products of ETG. They have started washing our shame, which we had in the previous. With other companies which sold us fake products. We thank the management of the services they provide. We are thankful. But those are my words. Thank you, Mr. Tony.